Hello? Are you there? Hello?
Hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Stand
but you
by.
got a really bad echo.
All right. Well, we're gonna try this. We are live. I'm gonna run this open here. It'll give you a minute to at least get sitting down. I think I fixed it. Let's see how it goes. Stand by.
Uh,
Come on over now, get your motor check. Don't look any further, cause I'm the best. I can take those places you never dream of. I have what you need to soothe your nerves. I'm your fixing man, baby, that's what I am. Baby, I'm your fixing man, girl, that's what I am. Baby, lay back, let me find out what is wrong. A damp of my sweet stuff is all be gone. The outside man ain't giving you what you need. I'll be your sugar daddy. My job is guaranteed.
Well, all right, all right, all right.
oh,
I'm
no.
trying to act like I know what I'm doing here. What's up, Isaac?
So, big time. How we doing?
I'm trying to be you.
Listen, welcome to the show. I am your host, Isaac Walsh. I'm here with Paul, the handsome one here, and we are off site today. And how are we doing? It's a beautiful day out,
I think it is. It
Paul.
almost feels like you are like in a spaceship somewhere. I mean, you could be
That
in
is
a
the
lunar
ugliest
lander.
picture. That is the ugliest picture of my face I think you could have found. Very good.
Well, unfortunately, I am not the one that chose it.
Oh, that's really awful. And thank you for choosing that one.
Well, I'm hoping that it gets
It,
better because that's pretty bad.
that is pretty bad. We'll get that all figured out. Anyways, I am your host today, and we are names of Isaac and Paul, and I am here for your viewing and listening pleasure. And Paul is here, and we are here to entertain you for the next hour. Thank you for coming out to our show. We normally start out with dumbest criminals, and to give the criminals a break, Paul, I came up with something different. Are you ready
Well,
for this?
listen, I haven't connected to your switcher. Do you have your laptop set up for me to jack into?
Yeah. Been
All
set
right.
up. We are
All
all
right.
set up.
Hold
While
on.
you're getting that together,
Do you know what the number is? I just need
I do
the last five, I guess.
168.1.232.
.1.132
232.
232 .1.232. All right,
Yep.
stand by. I'm trying to punch it in. You can talk now.
All right. So, anyways, we done dumbest criminals, which I love because there's never an endless supply of those. However, did you know that there are dumb rules, Paul?
Dumb rule. Yeah. I can imagine.
All right. So we got some dumb rules and we got some dumb criminals. I will let you determine. That is kind of the guideline of we help Paul defend these, and I'm really kind of curious as to what it is that you're going to think is going to happen. Are you ready for these?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
You're,
right.
you're
So
still
we have
frozen
the.
with that horrible picture, but yeah, I'm ready.
That's great. Well, I don't look frozen. So moving on, and so we have the five dumbest federal crimes ever committed. Are you ready for this list?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Federal crimes can carry significantly more severe punishment than state level crimes. Despite the seriousness of federal charges, people continue to commit crimes that are in violation of the federal law. Sometimes circumstances involved in the crimes are so ridiculous, we wonder why they are committed in the first place. That's lead in. Here's the first one. Now, this is a federal crime.
Okay.
A man got $525 signed for a second soda refill. You ready for this? In
I'm ready.
Charleston, South. All right, Charleston, South Carolina, Veterans Affairs Hospital. A construction worker, Christopher Lewis, was having lunch in his hospital cafeteria when Lewis went to get a second refill of soda. He was stopped by a hospital police officer and a hospital administrator. The administrator told Lewis that the soda refills were not free and pointed to the sign stating no free refills policy. He was unaware of the signs and offered to pay for the 89-cent refill. However, the hospital refused the money and put him instead a $525 fine citation for shoplifting a pop. Fortunately, this is somebody who feels like they are not in control of what they're doing. Who does that? Come on, Paul. Defend the administration on this one.
Here's what had happened. Okay.
When you have to start with what happened
What was it? It was
was
September, right?
sure.
Okay. Well, they had neglected to charge a whole bunch of people all year. And they thought that they could catch up with this one rich guy that they knew they could trick into getting a refill. That sign wasn't there.
Oh, the construction worker.
Exactly. The sign wasn't there. They waited till he turned his back and then they put the sign up.
Oh, so it was a setup. Yeah.
It was a setup. Yeah. 100%.
Oh, so administration's involved. You go with setup. All right. You know, I thought this might be where your head was going to go. I like the direction we're going here.
Okay. All right.
All right. Number 2.
Sounds like a setup to me.
You're just getting warmed up, right?
Right.
All right. Good luck with this one, by the way. Number 2. A man carjacks a U.S. Postal Service mail truck. The mail theft is a federal offense and results in serious punishment. However, stealing an entire mail truck can result in much more serious consequences entirely. In Turlock, California, where the heck is that? Thomas Rodriguez pushed a mailman out of his mail truck, took the keys, and drove off. Police then found him trying to kick in the doors of an apartment home later because it was easy to find the mail truck. Rodriguez was arrested without incident, but was charged with carjacking and driving under the influence. So first 2 questions: what influence, and the defense of this action, Paul?
This is really an easy one, Isaac. I need something that's a little more challenged. The guy was drunk.
Really?
Yeah, he thought it was his minivan. Come on now.
That's why he took the mail truck and was kicking in an apartment door.
Exactly, and whoever was in it, he had to get out. You know, why are you in my minivan? Get out.
So he mistook his minivan for a mail truck.
Exactly. I mean, if you just walk, at it from the front, you get that right angle, you don't see the signs and stuff on it.
Oh my goodness! So we're gonna say it was the beer's fault, not the poor man's.
I'm gonna say it was an intoxication issue. He was drunk. He wasn't in his right faculties. Who knows? He might have been looking at the ground all the way to make sure he's putting one foot in front of the other and never saw the side of the truck. That's all I'm saying. But we got a guy watching, Chuck Diesel. What's up, baby boy? I have no idea. You need to tell me what's going on in Flint that we need to know. He's asking me what's going on in Flint today, and he said he's shaking his SMH. That's shaking my head, right?
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
Well, he must be talking about Flint. You got any updates on the Flint City Council?
Oh, I don't know. He's talking about today. That was 2 days ago. That's old news now, isn't it?
Oh, no. Something new?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. Well, we will get to the Flint Beat, and they always update us with Flint's finest and best Flint City Council approaches, and looking forward to that a little later in the show.
All right.
Right now, we are in full defense of the postal service mail truck, which he defended through drinking.
So, listen, I got to ask this question. Are you on their Wi-Fi, or are you trying to use your cellular?
No, I'm on their Wi-Fi. Automatic connect. It's
Okay,
stronger
and you
signal.
have your cellular off, or you have them both on?
I don't know.
Okay, just asking.
I have no idea. I know it connects to the Wi-Fi. I don't think I have my Wi-Fi on. You can't have the Wi-Fi and the other one on. Anyways, I don't think so. So, but it is a really great face. I look like I just got done trying to lift something heavy.
Right, right. I'm gonna put another face. I'm just gonna put this other
That
one.
would be great because Alan is both blurry and not good.
How's
But it's
that?
very concentrated. Oh,
You
look
like
at
that better?
ball.
Huh?
You look classy and sexy, buddy. I like that.
Nice.
All right, number 3 of our stupid felonies of all time. A man posts a video on YouTube facing 10 years in federal prison for a video. Not that this would involve you at all, Paul. I'm just saying there's a chance. In Arlington, Virginia, Benjamin Hornstein, boy, that's an unfortunate last name, pleaded guilty to felony possession of a firearm after he posted a video of himself holding a gun on YouTube. A video sharing website, the Arlington Post Department, was alerted, and law enforcement found that the gun was not registered because its manufacturer was outside of Virginia. Ornstein was charged with a federal crime. All right, hold on. So there's someone called on his video. I wonder if they were threatening him on the video. I don't know, Paul. What do you think?
I am trying to wrap my head around this. You're saying the guy pulled out a gun during a FaceTime call?
I don't know.
And they're calling that brandishing a weapon?
I don't know. You telling me in Virginia that's the toughest thing going? Maybe he was threatening somebody to kill him and show him their gun or something. That was the reason.
Well, no, but that's what he did. He pulled his gun out during a FaceTime call, right?
Yeah. Well, YouTube, yeah.
YouTube.
Yep. Yeah. Whatever. One of those two.
I don't know that that's illegal, especially like if he's in his own bedroom or living room. I think you have to publicly display a firearm for it to be brandishing.
Well, if you put it on video, isn't it public?
No, so. Because there's no threat to the viewer with you pulling the gun out. Because they're not in the same location, right?
I don't know. I that's why I'm asking you. You are in the
I bet the law is obscure and doesn't take into account that YouTube even exists. So I'd imagine the law just says the displaying of the weapon is the brandishing. Assuming that in order for anybody to see it in public, it would have to, you know what I mean?
So your defense of this YouTube video is stupidity?
Well, yeah. I mean, how can I hurt anybody if I'm at home by myself? It doesn't matter what but the gun wasn't registered, so that's the other problem, right?
That was the problem, is it wasn't registered. All right, I don't really care because number 4 is now here, and this is the whole reason I picked this. Are you ready?
If I have to.
All right, here we go. Man attempts to rob a bank, but he leaves his job application with his information on it. And guess what state this happened in?
Oh, that sounds like Florida.
A Florida man.
Yeah, it sounds like Florida. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah. A Florida man, Felipe Cruz, is charged with attempted bank robbery after trying to rob a Chase bank. Cruz went up to a bank teller and handed her a note demanding money. However, the teller was behind bulletproof glass, simply backed away from the window and called the police. Cruz fled the scene when she refused to give him any money. The note Cruz gave the teller happened to be written on the back of the job application form that Cruz had begun to fill out before his dastardly deed. Cruz didn't get the job because he was looking for another way to make money, the FBI agent said. Didn't. His fingerprints were also on the note, and he put down his address. Paul, out of all the things to do prior...
Listen, Isaac, it asks for it right there on the application. You're obligated to put that information in there. Now, what was optional was writing the note on the back of the application And as I try to
Oh,
ponder his thinking there as he was, sitting outside the general manager's office, I can imagine, he didn't know the answer to a couple of those questions.
right. So he forgot that he put his like what? There. This doesn't make any sense.
Have you ever
This
heard
sounds the
of
one
the
that's so.
term, Isaac? Have you ever heard of the term blind rage?
Yes.
Okay, so now this
Yes, I have.
guy, he's in his 40s. He's looking for a job. Wife's beating him down. Daughter's beating him down. Dog even peed on him
Yeah.
on the way out the door. He gets to the bank and he says, I gotta apply for a job. I'm gonna get a security guard job, something. He
Mm.
sits down, he
And he
gets
says,
past the name, he gets past the address, and then there's this question. Are you a felon?
"Not yet, but they're working on it." Oh my god, so bad.
And a little
Oh, but
disclaimer saying that the bank takes extra caution and gives preferences to felons, and they try to hire them
yeah,
as
yeah, behind the bulletproof glass that he can't shoot through. He did
that's
not
all.
block this one through
That's
his
all I'm
brain.
saying. Well, that's what triggered him.
Ugh.
That's all I'm saying. That was the trigger.
Yeah, well, to not be outdone on the
Uh-oh.
stupid scale, are you ready for number 5?
I I think I'm gonna have to be.
All right, here we go. Man applies for a job at the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and admits to collecting child porn on the
Well, of
application.
course.
Got
How else would they hire him? How else would they know that he was capable of sleuthing and
oh my
being a good
god, because of
FBI
his
agent? He was
it,
collecting that stuff to turn over as a kind of
because he was
booty.
already an undercover agent. Oh, very good, very slick. Well, let's
Yes,
see. Man, you came to that conclusion very quickly.
easy.
In
Yeah.
Chicago, dude, listen to his name, Dominic Peter Tier. Was hoping for a career
Listen,
in law enforcement.
and listen. I blame his
You
parents.
can't make this up. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, the Chicago native wanted to be a law enforcement officer and applied for the job with the FBI. During the hiring process, Peter Tier took a polygraph test in which he admitted to a collection of child porn. He also stated he filmed himself having sex with a young girl. Yikes. The FBI obtained a search warrant and arrested Peter Tier and finding child porn in his home. He was unable to get the job. Oh, oh, and he didn't go with. See, they had him on the. They had him on the truth detector machine, buddy. Can't get around that one.
Well, I take everything back that I said, and I'm gonna say this is a mental illness. This guy is sick.
I don't know. And
Yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of like that guy wanted to get caught, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, what better way? I mean, other than maybe getting a little more news coverage. He could have done something that got him on Good Morning America or something. But yeah, he's
I don't
crazy.
know.
He's crazy. So there's no accounting for crazy. Crazy is crazy.
There you go. And
Crazy
those are the
is
top
what
5.
crazy is, right?
Crazy is what crazy does. Thanks, Forrest. All right, those are the dumbest ones I could come up for your listening pleasure today. I wanted just crazy stories I could find. And Paul, have you ever heard of someone using a plane to stalk someone?
A plane.
Yeah, for
I bet you back in the day
5 years.
they used the radio controlled planes to
No, no,
surveil
no, no.
people.
Like he was the pilot.
Oh, a big
He was
plane.
yeah, like a plane, like a propeller and a plane. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I'd like to see the flight plan that he submitted.
Wow.
I'll be
Well,
flying over to Target on the south side of town, and then I gotta fly
every
over Family
Tuesday
Dollar.
for 5 years. Oh, oh, it's not okay. This
What did
guy
he
is
do?
so He denied knowing the victim, we'll just say Cassie, whom he was accused of tormenting for over 4 years. He said, I don't know her. She's crazy. His name's Michael. He was 65 and she was 42. And he was on his way to court and stated that he had been only eating at the restaurant once, but didn't return due to food poisoning. That's how he had met her, allegedly. He then took his plane on Tuesdays for 9 different counts and flew his plane over there, which violated a protection order. Her first interaction with this dude was so weird. She had a protection order put him on, and the man was flying his plane, the Cessna. They put this dude in jail, and the FBI looks into it, and they checked his. He flew over her house, which prompted them to give a $5,000 bail notice. Guess what the charge is? Terrorizing the family with a plane. You ever heard of anything like this? Hello?
Yeah. I'm here. Terrorizing the
Hello,
family
lady.
with a plane. Man, well, you got to think if like there was a soldier living in that house, the sound of a plane constantly going over it would definitely set him off.
Well, it was this girl that he met at the restaurant. This happened October 10th of this year. It caused the roof to shake and windows to rattle. So he would do that because she didn't return his advances or whatever.
Oh, well, he had to be really, really low for a Cessna to make windows rattle. I mean, he had to be 40 foot, 20 foot, 80 foot above the house for that to happen. Come on now, really?
I'm just telling you what it said. I didn't make up the story. It was just weird. I figured you would have some defense. But we've basically reached the time in the show where you have to tell everybody what we're doing.
What are we doing? What's your name again?
Well, they call me Tater Sap. This is all 97.1 WFOV LPFN. Your voice.
You gotta
Our
do something.
voice
You
is
gotta
radio.
do something. Try to change that picture. Now I'll do the plug while you try to fix your face.
I have no idea how to do it.
I have no idea how to fix my face.
I have no idea how to fix my face. I was born with it. It's been this way my entire life. There's not enough lighting to make it better.
Well, I want to take a vote, and anybody who needs a new
Here we
dartboard,
go.
I'm gonna put this picture up so you can copy it, and you can get you a new.
Yeah.
He's got that Michael Myers kind of look going on, doesn't he?
Really?
Yeah, that's a Freddy Krueger waiting for a mask. I agree. I agree. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell the people that it's WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint, Our Voices Radio. We're determined to make a difference. Always looking for clean programming. So if your church has got it going on, if your elementary school is doing a play, that's the kind of programming we want to share with the community. What you're doing and what you're proud of. 810-259-9789. If you like it, I'm sure we'll like it. Or we won't. But you'll never know unless you try. 810-259-9789. Rappers, singers, dancers. Well, we don't necessarily need dancers, but we need audio. We need audio for the radio station. WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint. 810-259-9789. And you know what? If you don't tell Isaac,
Whoa.
I'll take stuff from out of towners. You don't have to be from Flint.
What? Wait.
If you've got
what?
clean music and you want to rock it on WFOV, 810-259-9789 or check us online. We're working on the website, so bear with us, WFOV.online. How's that? How's that, Isaac? Did I do okay?
That wasn't too bad. Did we talk about our cable show? How they get on TV if they wanted to?
You know, I didn't talk about the cable show, but now your image is gone altogether.
Yeah, well, it's better than my face being there. So
yeah, that face was
I tried.
That face was
wow,
pretty
thanks.
good.
And thank you for your support.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, I cannot tell a lie. Call me George.
Yeah, well, enough's enough. I think they've
Well, you
had
know,
enough.
I guess the same thing holds true. We don't, you know, the bottom line is they can kind of cuss on Channel 17, but we have to air it after 10, 11 o'clock at night. You see what I'm saying? If it's got a vulgarity in it. So,
I gotcha.
in order to not confuse people, I'd say, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. If you want to play it on public access, if you want to play it on radio, you got to beep it if nothing else, or not put it in to begin with. My goodness.
Mm.
You should always have a clean
Yeah,
version.
well, who doesn't want to be on TV and who doesn't want to check?
There are a lot
You
of
know what I
people.
mean?
Yeah. Takes a special
Well, I was
breed, man.
going.
Special breed.
It does take. Yeah. Well, do you know who? I don't know if you know who this person. You know who Keith Richards is? Asking for a friend.
Keith Richards?
Yeah, Rolling Stones. Ringing a
Okay,
bell.
yeah. Keith Richards from Rolling Stone.
Like he definitely did a lot of drugs, like so many that people are surprised he's alive.
Okay.
Well, I was just looking at things on him, and they had this list of the worst things that he's ever said about other people, and some of this stuff is funny. I don't know if you know what he looks like. He's a little fella, a lot of hair. Well, he used to
The
have a lot of
worst.
hair.
So
Anyways, moving on.
this is a list of the worst things he's ever said to other people.
To other people. Oh yeah, and it was just so dumb because coming from him, it was kind of ironic. You know what I mean? So here we go. If you, we're gonna run through it pretty quick. Do you know
Okay.
David Bowie? This kind of more white people music. He said David Bowie, who was a pretty big fan back in the day, he said that he is a poser in an interview in 2008, and that was the only reason that people listened to him. And Bob Dylan, you know that name? Please tell me you know Bob.
I know
Well,
Bob Dylan.
all right. Well, he calls him nasty. He says the only reason people listen to him is they can't understand what he's saying. Coming from Keith Richards, that was pretty funny.
Right.
Talks about his bandmates and how they're too strict and don't let him do enough drugs. The Bee Gees, I know you've heard of those. He said that was kids' music, not real music. They live in a fantasy world. Keith Richards is crazy, man. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of this dude.
I'm staying alive, staying alive. Okay, go for it.
I don't know. This guy's crazy. I don't know if you're into. Are you into like rock bands feuding at all? Is that something that you're into or no?
So
Kind of
not
like
into
people.
so not into. I'm not worried about ABBA or Fleetwood Mac.
Well, I don't know how your eclectic tastes go throughout the radio station, but I thought they would want to hear that Keith Richards basically made sure everybody knew that he was the greatest and everybody else sucked. So when people ask why I don't really listen to Rolling Stones, that would be the reason because he is really frustrated. But I thought I'd pass that on as far as information that they decided to put out is relevant to listen to. 7 hours ago, I might add. Very good. All right, moving on to other stories that I found extremely stupid. Is a drunk Colorado woman attacked a mattress store mascot. What do you think of that one? Do you hear me? Paul, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. I got. I gotta ask. We don't know what the mascot was.
It was a mattress. It was like a person in a giant mattress with a face. All right, so it's got a picture like a mattress with arms and a giant like eyeballs and face. And a drunk lady gets mad and attacks the mascot. If you want to talk about getting some attention, this happened in September. A 41-year-old Durango, Colorado woman was cited for harassment of a mattress after pushing the mascot out of the way on 14th Street and Main Avenue, September 27th, causing the employee to fall onto his back, according to the commander. She pushed the mattress down, and he couldn't, he couldn't get up. Oh no! They had to uninflate the mattress so he could get out of it with help. Two people pulling the teeth out. And the picture on this, I wish you could get this. It's the dumbest thing. It looks like Gumby, but white.
I can imagine
And
it. I can picture this without seeing the picture at all. And poor lady. I mean, I think that's false advertising. You show
poor
me a
lady.
gravity-free bed, and you expect me not to jump at it? I don't understand.
Well, let me help. She first was playful and hugging with the mattress, and then after a few moments, she became very aggressive to the mattress and began pushing the employee and tripped him so he could fall over, so she could laugh at him when he fell. Uh, then she was cussing at the mattress.
That
Dude,
sounds
what
reasonable.
kind of really reasonable yelling at a mattress? That makes sense to you?
And a mattress. Yeah, he probably made promises during the little cuddling and hugging things, and then
I knew you
back
were gonna go there.
out at the
Listen, you
last
told me
minute.
you were gonna take me to bed, and then you didn't.
Exactly. Uh-huh. You said you were
Oh
gonna
my
make my
gosh,
dreams come true.
that is such a stupid story. It's unbelievable. Oh man.
So did it say what state it's from?
Yeah, yes, they did. It was Colorado,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, I don't know. And then there's new footage. I don't know. Are you into like Bigfoot and Sasquatch and all that stuff?
I am not, but if you give me that number again, I can try to connect because it's saying that 1.23 is not the right number.
Well, let me see what I got here. I got 168.1.232.
Hold on, dot 232.
Yeah. So,
Dot.
anyways, there's apparently a new picture of Bigfoot. Now, this was taken October 11th this year, and it's Forest Service can't say this is new Bigfoot footage is fake, and they have the picture on here. Now, with today's technology, I mean, I don't know. The chances. Do you think there's actually Bigfoot out there? I don't. I would imagine they would have found something by now, don't you?
I would say yes because one there'd have to be more than one,
So you
right?
can check this out.
There'd have
Yeah,
to be
well,
more than
yeah, there would
two.
have to be.
We've been looking for them for 30, 40 years, so you know
Right.
there's gotta be a clutch of them, and
So, but this is on the U.S. Forest Service. So this isn't Bobby Joe's Bigfoot. This is on the U.S. Forest Service. And the
right,
picture
but
is pretty.
they need tourists too, Isaac.
Oh, so you think it's a money grab?
Of course.
Well, let me tell you what it's. Of course. Well, this is from the U.S. Forest Service, and they're not sure if it's fake or not. A rep from the USDA Forest Service has allegedly told TMZ that some footage from San Juan National Forest is something they're well aware of, but they're not prepared to say anything whether or not it's valid or not valid. So if you guys Google onto the U.S. Forest Service, you can actually see the pic, and I I don't know. I mean, it could be a dude, and they're raising money. I don't know. Like, doesn't the Forest Service get money from the federal government every year or something? I don't know.
Possibly,
I
but I
don't know.
mean, I guess they're fundraisers. They can, they
Well,
can
there's a
help.
video on here. Uh, there's a video. Of course, this one's in Colorado. I wonder if it's the same lady who beat the crap out of the mattress guy. Uh, I don't know. This is. They will not speculate, but they're not going to not let it go out. So I don't know. Maybe it's a money thing. They said they're going to look further into the incident, and they did release the video. So it's a video of this thing walking. I don't know if I can pull this up.
Well, it
So
doesn't
is
matter
the
if you can
someone's
pull it up.
got
I
their
can't. You got to give me an address, a URL for me
yeah,
to.
I know, but it's actually somebody's phone, and their video is of this thing walking around in the woods, and it's just chilling there. It's just sitting next to the like if you hadn't seen it move, you wouldn't even see it. Like it blends right in with the bushes. That's pretty crazy.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. It's a still shot.
And you
I don't
can
know.
and you
I mean,
can't text that to me.
I have no idea how to do all that with your wizardry and online doohickeyness. Yeah.
I
I don't know
want
how to do that crap,
I want to tell
man.
you that I resent that doohickey remark.
Listen, I cannot do the voodoo that you do, boo boo. Okay? I find the stuff, you make it look good. I can't do that stuff. Uh, and I found something cute I thought you might like. Uh, there is a picture which we can't get. Is this lady's dog grabs a hold of her underwear and will not let go, and for some reason it's on video. I'm guessing the boyfriend took it. And so you know how dogs like to play tug of war, right?
Like the Morton Salt girl.
Yeah, well, there's a TikTok video where this dog has got a hold of this lady's underwear and she's not letting go for love nor money. And so the thing wasn't funny about it was the video. The things are the reasons why the dog wouldn't let go. So if I had to ask you what possessed the animal to grab the underwear and not let go, what do you think the answers would be?
She had spilled gravy on them.
Gravy on the underwear, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the outlines said, "Big question: why her underwear versus his?" I'm not answering that.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
But that's what Big
and
Busted at. Uh-huh.
I'm not even going to go into the other next ones, but you can take a wild guess. But if they want to leave a comment as to why they think the dog would not let go of her underwear, I would be interested in seeing what people think about that because what
Well,
they
can
put
I
on
change
here,
my answer? Can I change my answer?
I can't even say what they're saying. I cannot say what they're saying, but I bet you that some of our listeners have some very good insight. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
But you
right,
can
then
change your answer from
no,
gravy.
I'm gonna keep the same answer. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick with my
you
PG
probably
answer.
should.
Yeah, because it's Triple X is
Oh,
gonna get us in trouble.
oh, it's making my tongue furry. Oh, oh man. All right, and then I found some cool stories. They had one in Iowa where they were doing a fundraiser for kids, gloves, stocking caps, socks, shoes, and coats, and other winter items. And they did a TV drive on it, and they had two cute little girls on there. And on Friday, October 13th, 9 a.m. to 5:30, and they got so much stuff. They actually had to drop off the excess kid stuff consolidation starting to add the shop. So you know how they say that people aren't nice anymore and they don't help people out? That's not true. And you can go to NBC Channel 6 KWQC and check out the little cute video, the two little girls they got on there. That was a very cute story. I know, Paul, you think all things are negative, but I don't believe you. And so that's my proof. And that happened yesterday, for the record, in Iowa. How do you like that one, buddy? Can't take that from me.
I'm not gonna take it from you. I'm gonna let you have that little nugget.
All right, but in defense of your negativity, which we have to support from time to time, is here's the title. Are you ready for this? It says California police released video of officers ignoring robbery to play. Oh, on Thursday, the Los Angeles Police Department released video footage depicting two officers conversing about catching a character in a game called Pokemon Go when disregarding a robbery. This is an old video that came back in 2017. And Pokemon Go, that's where they went and they tried to find all the different people to get outside to get active, right?
Right.
So then 2018, they get busted. They were unanimously disciplined by their panel. Additionally, they lied about playing the game when confronted by the supervisors, and it went to internal affairs. In 2019, the lower court's decision was warranted in firing and of their firing, and was upheld. What do you think of that? That they were playing Pokemon Go instead of stopping a robbery. I mean, you don't hear that one every single day.
Well, here's the question, Isaac. Was it lunchtime?
It actually says it was 4:30 in the afternoon, so no.
Well, second shift, baby.
No.
Second shift, so it could have been lunchtime. And if I'm on my lunch, I'm on my lunch.
Really?
Hey,
Well,
I mean, I'm sure that's what the guy said in the drawing room that morning. You guys have to take
well,
your lunch at 3:30 to 4:45, and no exceptions.
no exceptions.
No
And if you play
exceptions.
Pokemon Go, then it's okay. And if
Well,
there's
I
a
mean,
robbery,
they
just
can
go
do
ahead
it.
and eat your lunch.
They can do whatever they want on their lunch break, sir.
That's right. That's right. Well, I try to keep it even on both sides. So that one was good. Good for you. On the fence.
I
Now,
thought I was even and fair. That sounded like about right, didn't it?
it did sound good. I really did like it. So I um, wanted to get your opinion on this whole Israeli thing going on. What do you think, man? I
You
think
know,
we should stay out of it.
I have
I really
only
do.
I have only heard what I've been told.
Right?
I accidentally turned on my TV this morning
On accident.
on accident. Actually, yeah. I found an HD antenna in the basement, and I said, "Huh, I wonder if this will work over 3 TVs." So I plugged it into the main cable because I got rid of my Comcast, and I plugged
Okay.
it in as the main antenna, and boom, chuckalugga, all 3 TVs. Scanned the channels in, and it was boom, 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 Trio.
Mm.
But I couldn't
So it's
change the
hey.
channel fast enough to not get hit with some news, and I was just amazed at how, man, what a propaganda magnet.
I don't know. Those people have been hating each other for like 3,000 years, right? So
They
I don't know.
really have, but a lot of them are here. Are American citizens and American business people, and so they have a vested interest with what's going on over there. But how
I
can
feel
we
like we
say
should stay
how
out
can
of it,
we
man.
sanction one ethnic group hating another ethnic group?
It's not our circus. You know what I'm saying? Like, not our circus, not our monkeys. Like,
Well,
just
uh, what is our financial exposure? I mean,
oh
they owe
Lord,
us
I'm sure
don't
it's
they owe us
something.
billions of dollars?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody has something and somebody's making something of it. But anyways, I want to finish up on some positive news and some Flint news. So I'll let you pick. Let's see. As of October 6th, new recall petition language filed against Flint City Council Vice President. What do you think about that, Liddell Lewis? Um, there might be some developing friendly purposing zones coming for Flint. And Flint schools to close 4 buildings, starting with Pierce Elementary. Did you hear about that?
No, I
It came
didn't.
out on
And they just got a brand
no,
new parking lot over there. Yeah.
right? So let's start with the positive news. Greater Flint Health Coalition receives $50,000 for laptops to help residents build digital skills. Greater Flint Health Coalition (GFHC) received a donation from Comcast to help residents build digital skills and learn about broadband access options. The donation of 60 laptops and a $50,000 grant will go towards supporting residents in Flint's Healthcare Employment Opportunities Program, which helps unemployed or underemployed residents in Genesee County find jobs. What do you think of that one, dude? Some good
I
news.
am just totally disgusted.
What?
Comcast should have donated those laptops to the city of Flint and allowed the city of
Yeah, why is
Flint
that?
to do that. Why would they partner with one sole health organization in the city?
Maybe because they had a
Why wouldn't you
program.
make it so that you could participate in anybody's healthy program?
Look, man, I don't know. I knew you
Yeah.
would find the shade in the sunshine. I
Well, I'm
appreciate
just
that.
saying, yeah, I'm not, I have a love-hate relationship with Comcast. I love to hate them. So whatever they're doing, I know that it's not for the good of the community. I know it's for the good of Comcast. But
Well,
hey, some folks are going to benefit from it, so it's a good thing. It really is.
it is positive. According to the October 9th press release, the GFHC will use donations to host digital skills development sessions by training digital navigators who will educate participants about broadband options and the many ways the internet can benefit them. Do you think people don't know how the internet benefits them at this point? I'm just curious.
Well, you're not listening to the words.
All right,
They're
help
going to
me help
teach
you.
them about their broadband options. That
All
means
right.
you can pay for our $300 plan, you can pay for our $100 plan, or you can pay for our $9.99 plan.
Oh, but you're going to be paying. That's the plan.
Those are the options. There may be some free options for folks that are, on assistance. I do remember them having to make a tier that was like $9 or $10 or something like that for folks that were
Mm.
suffering, so that the digital divide would be bridged.
Well, here's what I do know. The Flint Pete and flintpete.com
Uh
is
huh.
a good place to get your information for Flint. And I think it's a good thing. I appreciate your insight. You always are plugged into what's going on. And then just a heads up, this is from Sophia. The recall language fails against Flint City Council Jerry Winfrey Carter for the second time. That's all. They're all getting recalled, right? Or attempted recalls or something.
Not everybody. The
Isn't it?
language and a bunch of them were Eric's language was messed up. Winfrey Carter's language was messed up. Liddell's didn't get enough valid signatures. They voided out like 100, 180 signatures as being bogus on the petitions.
180
Comment,
bogus signatures?
huh? Just
Man, that
invalid,
feels like
not
a lot.
registered. They weren't registered voters, or they didn't live in the ward. There's all sorts of things that'll disqualify a signature.
I got you. All right. Well, for the last one, I figured we'd finish up because I didn't hear about this either. The Flint schools closed 4 buildings, starting with Pierce Elementary. The Flint Community Schools Board of Education approved closing 4 of the district's buildings in a phased approach over the next 3 school years. The board voted to close Pierce Elementary in 2024-25 school year, Nethercutt Elementary in 2025-26. Though other potential closures were also proposed, the board voted those down during a special meeting on October 5th, 2023. Their trustees reviewed information shared by consultant firm Plant Morgan Cressa and offered these opinions on suggested actions. The PMC presentation, city's metrics on the district's current and projected enrollment, building capabilities, utilization, and associated costs. Given those numbers, which show an expected drop in enrollment in district schools operating at 28% to 82% capacity, the firm proposed consideration for school closures of both cost-saving measurements and right-size guidelines for the state. So this is supposed to be for the amount of now. Are we technically still a city? I know according to the rules, we just got changed in at the state level, right? Because you have to have at least 100,000 residents. Is that right? Do I have that right, Paul?
No, that one could disqualify you as a city. It will disqualify you as a level of city. But a city can have 15,000, 2,300 people.
Well, they're telling us here that Flint Community Schools buildings average 55% less uh, of attendance than 85% rest of the. So 85% have above 55% kids going in there. The consulting firm added that the FSC Flint Community Schools enrollment was at 2,823 students last school year, and that utilization rate results in the 451,000 square feet that is necessary. I just thought they got some bunch of money for the schools. Didn't I hear that?
Man, they got ARPA money. Shut them down.
That's right.
Shut them
Like a
down.
bunch of.
What I would do is I would build a mega school complex that was an
Okay.
elementary school, a middle school, and a high school, all on the same campus, where they share the football field and the aqua stadium and the soccer field and the tennis courts and the badminton field and the hockey stadium, and they all share it, in one area down there by Chevy and not Chevy in the Hole, but over by Buick City, perhaps. Just make a
Well, that's going to be
sprawling
a lot of
campus.
square.
I was told at one time that they were spending over $2 million a year in maintenance on these
Whoa,
old buildings. So if you could shut
man.
down 6 buildings at $2 million apiece, you got $12 million to work with. Build some new stuff. We need
Well, and
one
that's a lot of square
really
footage.
nice. We need one really nice educational center, like we have the cultural center. But we need
Mm-hmm.
one spot. That's the high school, the elementary school, and the middle school. And if you have to add a floor to the building as we grow, so be it.
Well, that's a ton of square footage, right? So,
Hey, it should have happened a long time ago. It needs to happen faster. If it's going to take a year to build a brand new school, then shut them babies down in a year.
well, I don't know. I think it was very well done. She goes on to say there's several votes, 141, 143, and that of course they're talking about bidders and who's going to do what. And on October 5th, they had a special meeting. Made a new motion to close Nethercutt Elementary School 2025-26. So it looks like they're going to do that. The amount of money that they received, they should be able to do that. I don't know what the right answer is here. I don't see why you wouldn't shut them down, considering that stuff's not being used anyway, right? So I don't know. I don't know, man. Sounds good. They get into Flint City Council and a couple other things, but not my circus, not my monkeys. Anything that happened at Flint City Council or any of the other places you wanted to talk about before we check off here in the next couple of minutes, big boy?
I really don't.
All
I
right. Well,
really
then I
don't.
want
I
to
know
finish
we got. I
up.
got Chuck. I got Chuck here. He's got a comment. I don't know if I should put it up. You think I should put it up? Can you see
I don't know.
comments?
I cannot.
What do you see on the screen?
I see my screen.
Just your
I see your
screen?
screen, the eclectic screen. That's what I see. But I want to,
So,
if since we only got a couple minutes, I wanted to talk about. Have you seen that trolley in downtown? The
yeah,
trolley
yeah,
pub.
yeah.
So Kate did a really great. Man, this is a great picture. It's off the trolley. The people are on the trolley, and it's a pub, so they're drinking and they're waving at everybody as they're going down the road drinking, which is a great. It's a funny picture, and it goes through. It's a really good picture, and it goes through the person who came up with the idea, right? A Flint
Yeah, yeah.
native who came up with the idea. It's very, very cool. You guys want to check that out? And that little trolley's blue and white, and you got a bicycle around. I I personally don't want to do this, but I would love to watch it go by, and it's kind of neat.
So you must have missed
Um,
the clip that I have of Eric Mays going to visit that during a council meeting.
I didn't, but where can I find it?
It's on Spectacle TV. I think it's a short on Spectacle TV's YouTube channel. It's
All
one.
right.
I think it's titled "And Then This Happened."
Mm. Well, all I know is go check out Cigar Fellow Cigar Lounge, 1086 North Iris Road, Euchre Weekly. Jason, the great one, who you don't know who it is, was having a really rough day as we beat him down in Euchre like a rented mule. That is my story, not yours. 1086 North Iris Road, Cigar Fellow Cigar Lounge. Thanks for coming in, Paul. I think we did all right.
I think
And we
we
will see
figured
you
out
guys
we
next time.
figured out your Wi-Fi and your phone out there. This won't be a bad deal. We just got to get you together. I'm hoping that I sound better than you, and I'm assuming.
Well, if looks as good as my face picture, we're going to say not good. So.
Yeah, your face was kind of jacked up. I agree.
Wow. Good to see you, Paul.
Well, honesty is the best policy. You wouldn't want
And
you
thank
wouldn't want me
you,
lying on you, right?
brother. Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next time, Paul. Have a great day, buddy.
All right, dude. Peace.
Come on over now, get your motor checked. Don't look any further, cause I'm the best. I can take those places you never dream of. I have what you need to soothe your nerves. I'm your fixing man, baby, that's what I am. Baby, I'm your fixing man, girl, that's what I am. Baby, lay back, let me find out what is wrong. A damp of my sweet stuff is all be gone. The outside man ain't giving you what you need. I'll be your sugar daddy. My job is guaranteed.